Hey everyone, thanks so much for dropping by today. We're gonna be making the Garlic Cilantro Naan from the Magnolia Cookbook volume number 3. I have never made naan before, but I do love the taste, and you throw in some garlic and cilantro, sign me up. So we have all of our ingredients here. Let's get this party started. All right, so our first step to making the naan is to take some yeast, which I have already in a small bowl. I'm gonna add in some sugar and 2 tablespoons of warm water. And that's it. We're gonna let this foam up a little bit. We're gonna let this off to the side, and in the meantime, we're gonna get our stand mixer out and start combining some of our ingredients in the meantime, because then we'll add in our yeast. All right, so while our yeast is foaming up, let's get our flour together, right? So we have our flour with a dough hook here. I'm gonna put this in. We need to put some water. 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, yogurt, which is whole milk yogurt, and some olive oil. And we are going to mix away. I'm going to grab a little spatula to make sure I get the ends going, or the sides. Okay, so I would say this is just about mixed. I'm gonna add in our very foamy yeast into our bowl and stir for about 5 minutes. I've never seen this little amount of water used. It's very yeasty. Okay, let me get this little bit. Okay, stir away. Gonna chop it up a little bit because it's getting stuck in one little section and I want it to really stir together. There we go. Sometimes you gotta move the dough around so that the hook goes in the middle. Might happen a couple more times. Okay, so while this has like maybe another minute or so just doughing around, I'm gonna get a bowl and we're gonna lightly grease that with the rest of our olive oil, and then we're gonna put that dough in there and let that chill out for about 2 hours. So let me just grab that big bowl. All right, let's move this one more time. Let's get this in the middle. There we go. Okay, we are good to go. All right, look at that, how pretty. Okay, so it's off. I'm gonna form this into a nice little ball, put it in our bowl that has some olive oil around the side, and we're gonna let this chill for just about 2 hours, and I'm gonna cover it with plastic wrap first. Okay, 2 hours. See you then. All right, guys, it's been about 2 hours since we created our dough. It is all puffed up. So I have a lightly floured surface here, maybe a little bit more than lightly, but that's fine because we're gonna take this out and we are gonna divide this up into 8 pieces. So let me just get this to a nice spot first and then I'll cut it up. we're gonna roll this out to about 1/4 of an inch thick. In an oval shape. Okay, a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. All right, so we got a little piece of something. Okay, there we go. That's about 1/4 of an inch thick, maybe too thin, actually. So we'll bring it in a little bit. But it's an oval-ish. Okay. I'm going to turn on, I don't think I even need the roller, to be honest. Except for this piece, I did have to combine 2 pieces. So let me just make sure it's incorporated. Okay. Before I continue on with the rest of the 6, I'm going to quickly turn on my heater, my oven, so that, my stove, what is wrong with me? My stove, and then we'll get that up to temperature. That way we can just quickly pop these onto our stove. Okay. I thought this was going to take a little longer, but it's actually just perfect, this dough, to work with. So, okay. Some are a little bigger just because the dough amount's just a little bigger. So something to keep in mind when I put these onto the skillet. Okay, last 2. Okay, bam, ready to go. So once that's heated, we'll take these over, pop it in there for about a minute on each side, and then we're gonna spread that with garlic and melted butter and cilantro. Yes, I'm pumped. So let's give it a few minutes to heat up and we'll try this out. Alrighty, so our skillet is up to temp, it's warm, so let's pop in our first couple naans. Can fit 2 on here. And remember, it's 1 minute per side, so we'll give that enough time on each side. All right, so while we're having our naan cook, we know it's 1 minute per side, I'm going to get our sauce ready together, which is melted butter, cilantro, garlic, and a little bit of salt. So let me go melt this butter. We'll chop up some cilantro, get that minced garlic ready, and stir it together, and then dip it all over our naan. All right, so we're gonna finish these up. We have our sauce ready to go and we're gonna try them. Okay, so we have our melted butter here. I'm gonna chop up some cilantro. Okay, so she says 2 teaspoons, so we'll just do that. We have a teaspoon of salt, and we have our minced garlic. Yeah. I'm gonna stir this up. Stirred. Yum, it smells so good. All right, we're gonna brush this on and try our naan. All right, guys, it's time to try our garlic cilantro naan. Smells so good. I don't even know where to start. I'm just gonna go in for it. It's amazing. It is so good. The naan itself is amazing, and it's just an added bonus to have the garlic, the cilantro, and the butter on there. It's so tasty. Super easy to make, really. I mean, the only time that you need is really the 2 hours to have that dough rise. Totally worth it. It's amazing. Thank you so much for coming by. If you do make this at home, please let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear from you. I'll catch you next time on the Peppered Peach. Please like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. We're gonna be making garlic cilantro. Okay. Why can't I say cilantro? Garlic cilantro. We're gonna be checking out the garlic cilantro. What is wrong with me? Okay. This over here. That's a wrap, baby.